ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to the Tower of Fantasy content. We're here today, wonderful, awesome Eoria at Tequila Sunrise Bar, getting ready to continue exploring and finding all these treasures. All right. Where's my map? Alright, so we just found one of these. I think it's probably this one. There should be some stuff above us. There's only a few things on this building, but we're gonna go find them all. Alright, let's get right to it. I think that was the right thing. It should be. Yeah, I think what I got was this over here. Alright. Alright, we need to climb this building. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think I marked off the wrong thing. I definitely did. Marked off the wrong thing. So I got this, but not these. Okay. So we're gonna jump over to this building. We'll go to this building. We are going to Tequila Sunrise Bar. Alright. This is official duty. This is not for funsies. We are going on official exploration work. So don't expect to get drunk. Don't expect to get your margaritas. Don't forget to sit down and enjoy happy hour, because we are not here to get drunk at Tequila Sunrise Bar. Alright, got that. So we got another thing right around me. It's below me. And another thing above me. Okay. Collect all these things real fast, and then move on to the next area. We are storming through this, guys. I know. We are definitely like blazing through it all. We got a gold, nice. All right, there should be something on this northern corner over here. Let's see what's over here. Got it. Alright, that's everything in this area. So now we can just keep going south. And go southward. Department of Transportation Technology. I think this is either a side quest or something else, but we'll leave it unmarked for now. I know there are a bunch of side quests here, so we could maybe check out if there's any side quests left we can do here. I know I said there's some side quests I didn't finish yesterday, so we can definitely probably do that. We can honestly probably warp to Oasis Club, since we're going to be running around a lot. So let's actually do that instead of running anymore, because we found everything in this area, which is awesome. That's good. It's very good. So let's see what else we can do. In the last video, I was talking about basically everything that we're working on, and I was telling you guys like the projects I'm working on, everything I work on, like I'm sure, you know, the people that are gonna want to security force. Okay, that's the okay. This is where I'm headed. We're gonna go there. I think we're gonna go. I think we're actually gonna go to Club Oasis. So we're gonna turn around. The projects that I work on, they are designed and written to make the readers uncomfortable. I've gone my entire life being uncomfortable with everything, whether it's people making me uncomfortable, watching uncomfortable content, and being forced to be uncomfortable. And I'm like, you know, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna make all my shit super uncomfortable, and I know people are gonna fucking like it. Like people that like the shit that I'm doing are gonna like it, because not everyone's gonna like it, and that's okay. Because I don't want everybody to like it. The problem with making everyone like your shit is exactly when you get shit like Genshin Impact, fucking Steven Universe, and shit like that. It's like, okay, dude, you made your shit so fucking like accessible to so many fucking weirdos that now your shit is fucking lame, and it's not cool anymore. And you have people on Twitter crying about what the fuck you're creating constantly all the time, talking about, oh, this person is this or this person is that, and then you have people being like, no, this person isn't this, no, this person isn't that. It's like, you guys are all fucking stupid and annoying, so I'm just gonna make something that's so fucking ridiculous that, like, there's no room to argue any of it. You just gotta accept the fact that this shit is fucking as wacky as it is, basically. And that's exactly what I'm writing right now. It's not low stakes right now. It's the beginning of the story, and it's gonna be a long story. So it's definitely not like bonkers right off the gate. But it's definitely not safe either. You know? It pushes boundaries and does things that, you know, some people always say like, oh, you know, grimdark fantasy. I'm writing an action adventure fantasy, by the way. People might say like, oh, grimdark fantasy does this, and that was very edgy. It's like, okay, but has a grimdark fantasy ever done this? And like, maybe it has, but like, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, yeah, you say you're grimdark, but it's all the same shit. Like, oh, fucking women being tortured, or oh, fucking whatever. But it's like, yeah, but you're not really pushing the button. You're just kind of like doing shit that, like, oh, of course everybody agrees that would be terrible, but like, what if we did this and it was even worse? You feel me? In fiction, of course. You know, is there something up here for me? What am I looking for here? Looking for clues. Go to Muriel Outpost and search for clues. Okay. Why do I have to talk to that old man? Who is that old guy? But do you guys get what I mean? Like, first of all, I'm sure we can all agree, anyone who listens to my voice now or in the future, that, like, a lot of content nowadays has been neuterized and forced to be safe and stuff. And, like, people on Twitter talk about this all the time that I follow. They're like, dude, that's not edgy, that's safe edgy. Like, you're not doing anything fucking crazy. Like, we fucking... We're trying to move away from, like, the real cool shit because people are too worried about being safe and not fucking dangerous and shit, and push the needle and push the button on certain topics and risque subjects and ideas and shit. So it's like, alright, dude. Alright, what is this? What is here? Requires access to Vera. What does that mean? Go to Mioria Outpost and search for clues. Are you? Yo. Alas, something has gone missing. Will stay that way forever. Excuse me, did you lose something? I can't find my brothers in arms. Brothers in arms. In the last terraforming plane, my buddies and I were responsible for clearing the aggressive creatures in sandstone grounds. Everything went as planned, and we built outpost labs in residential areas. New living areas were being carved out of the desert each day. Murians needed more living space, and we believed that our generation could get it done. Vera should have been a much better place. But then Grayspace enemies showed up, and that's the beginning of all the tragedies. We fought hard to resist the attacks until all the residents were evacuated, but we retreated from the outpost. But as we retreated from the outpost, a Grayspace entity ambushed us. Ambushed by Grayspace entities? That's right. It's like just like a hunter, hid patiently behind the dunes, waiting for us to advance directly above it, and then attacked us out of the blue. I passed out under the impact. When I woke up, I was on a hospital bed in Miori, and I lost my right leg and my buddies forever. I went back and looked for everyone, but the surface environment has changed. Wind and sand has erased much of the trail. I haven't been able to find the place where we were ambushed, the place of my memory. After that, with stricter entry and exit controls in Muria, it's possible for an old cripple like me to travel through the desert. As an executor, you can still leave town, right? Could you please help me find them? I'll be finding your buddies. Thank you. Alright, so now you want to go to Muria Outpost, and that's for clues, right? Those old bastards who left me behind. If only they could see this wretched sacrifice themselves for total ingrat. Look how great my life is without them. Passing by each day is leisure and planning, never even wasting a thought on them. For sure, I want to make them forget it. Okay, so you're just a sad drunk. So I would assume that they want me to go outside. This is a side quest. So we can do it right now because we have plenty of time. I want to get as many side quests done as possible. Let's see if I leave Mioria. Will there be anything outside for me? I'm not sure, but let's just find out. But yeah, you know, it's like, dude. And people swear to God, like, oh yeah, you know, my thing's edgy. It's like, yeah, but you're edgy for the sake of Twitter and shit. Like you're being like, you're specifically holding yourself back. You're not doing anything special by fucking like being like, yeah, look at my character. It's totally all the things that you already heard before and shit. It's like, dude, that's not edgy. That's shit we already seen before. Okay, so why do you want me to come back in here? Talk to Moyu? Who the fuck is Moyu? I don't know why they asked me to come out here. And you know what I fucking mean. I'm not even gonna say what are tropes or fucking like demographics and shit that, you know, try to say that what they're doing is edgy and pushing the buttons. Like, dude, that's safe now. What you're trying to do hasn't been edgy in fucking like 10, 20 years. That's just so fucking safe now. It's not anything special. Talk to you? Okay, now we're going back outside. Maybe this isn't activating for me because I'm not ready to do it yet. I don't know. Yeah, dude. It's like, bro. Let me show you how it's done, basically. Okay, here's this person. Don't know why I couldn't see this person before. Alas, the research is not going well this time. The geological environment is deteriorating. If it continues, there will be dire consequences. Ecological environment. Greetings. I'm a geologist from Mayoria. I'm here to collect geological data on the desert and conduct research on hydrogeology. The situation now cannot be taken lightly. The moisture of a large amount of scattered sand has reached saturation, forming liquefied soil. Coupled with the flowing groundwater the desert is flowing. Did you find any debris from the ground immigration period during this trip? The remains of the terraforming? No. No sight of this is in research. Speaking of which, the program was banned many years ago. You don't look old enough to be from the area, so what are you looking for? Tell about Yoke. I see that the changes of geology and ecology over the years, coupled with the movement of sand, have made it really hard to find. But the movement of sand has a pattern. If you could help me gather geological information from around here, maybe I could calculate their current coordinates. The central control panel stores all the information and it's nearby. Mark this location on your map. Alright, let's do some side quests, I guess. But yeah, dude, it's like, alright, guys. You know, we all want to be inclusive and diverse and shit. It's like, dude, alright. Sure, if that's what you want, but like, honestly, that doesn't make a good story. And I think what makes a good story is stakes, obviously. Characters that, I don't even think, like, realistic characters, yes, makes sense, but like, I don't even think you need to like overdo it and be like, oh yeah, you know, like this character is like so right realistic. It's like, okay, like yeah, but like we're here for your fantasy. We don't care about your realism. Feel me? Like we're here to like, first of all, we're here for escapism. So why would you want realism? You know, and that's like one thing that people on Twitter are talking about that I agree with. Is like, all right, you guys want to push your like ideas and topics that are modern and stuff into your games and media. And like, yeah, that can work in some areas, but if it's ham-fisted and enforced, no one cares. You feel me? And I feel like I'm on these writing pages on Facebook that talk about this kind of stuff. They don't talk about it explicitly, but everybody talks about this kind of shit when it comes to writing. And people are like, yeah, you know, my story talks about these kinds of topics. It's like, okay, that's fine. It's okay to have these kinds of subjects, but it's like, is that all your story's about? When does the fun start happening in your story? You know, when does anyone want to start caring to actually read your story? If people want to hear about your fucking history lesson and shit, then fucking people just pick up a history book and shit. I collected geological data from nearby. Received. Working on possible coordinates. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find them. Yes, I hope so. The coordinates have been provided. I hope you won't return empty-handed. Good luck. Okay, where am I going now? So yeah, it's like, bro, okay, you know, my story, I'm not saying it's gonna be the best story ever, but I'm working hard to make it awesome, and it's gonna have shit in it that people are gonna be like, alright, yeah, that was fucking crazy, that was intense, that was totally out of left field, didn't think that would really be a thing that happens in the story, and yeah, it's gonna be like shit like that, and it's gonna be like, dude, fucking... Authors really limit themselves by trying to be politically correct and shit. You feel me? Like, you guys know me. You guys heard my commentary when it comes to when I'm playing these games and shit. When it comes to character design, art, and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, I speak my fucking mind. Because, first of all, no one wants to play a game with ugly fucking characters. Alright? No one wants to watch or read a story about ugly fucking characters. Alright? And to go out of your way to be like, yeah, my character is ugly. Is like, that's supposed to make us fucking care? You know, like, is that really supposed to make us fucking care? So, like, if people want to read an ugly character, then they'll read an ugly character, but that probably means that they're ugly, so they want to read an ugly character, right? Alright, this is the Quicksand Squad. We have been attacked by... Okay, Quicksand Squad, found it. Okay. We have been attacked by what appears to be a highly intelligent Gray Space entities. We have brought the wounded Yoke to safety in the hope that the rescuers will see this message and come to his rescue. You must live, Yoke. Get the counter Yoke? Okay, so now I have to go all the way back here. We can drive. If that's the end of it, then at least it was a quick, fast side quest. But, you know, that's basically all I'm getting at. Is like, dude, ugly characters, not straight characters, fucking non-white characters, all that shit is okay, cool. Make your story, bro. Cook. That alone doesn't make it fucking awesome, right? Like, you need to actually write the story, and that's why people complain about everything that's coming out nowadays. First of all, it's like, dude, fucking, why does everything suck so much? Why is everything so lame? Is there a way for me to enter Mioria through here? Okay, no, I'm just going to the spaceship. I wasn't sure. I don't think there's a way to enter Mioria that's not the spaceship. Alright, well, let's go to Yoke. it's just like, alright, guys. I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong, but it's like, there's obviously a market for this shit. Look at what happened to Stellar Blade, what people are talking about for it, and what people are upset about with it. You know, people are like, look, we've been dealing with this shit for fucking a decade, and we finally get a game that we actually want to play, and then everybody's mad about it. And then on top of it, fucking Sony is the worst company ever. So we're just like, alright, definitely don't fuck with Sony anymore unless you're a Sony pony, basically, which, I mean, I personally wouldn't fucking subscribe to that. Not at this point, at least. Not that Microsoft's any better. You guys know me, I'm a Nintendo person, and Nintendo sucks in its own way, but fucking it's way better than fucking Sony. Jesus Christ. Everything's better than Xbox. So, just the whole debacle behind Stellar Blade and shit like that, it highlights a focus and a hunger for that type of content. People wouldn't be so obsessed over Stellar Blade if, not that that's the norm or should be the norm, but that shouldn't have been like such a big deal. It should have been like, yes, we like this game because we like this game. Instead, it was a big deal because we've literally been 10 years not fucking absorbing this shit. Like, we want more of that, and we've been moving away from it. The edge, the coolness, the sexiness. You feel me? It seems rather dangerous. What am I talking about right now? But we have found the squad's communicator, the last mission's in it. Okay, old crooks who left me behind. I was standing in front of them and laughing at their faces. I want to see them. I want them to see the person to be sacrificed, laughing at what we enjoy. They were a bit leaving behind for sure. I was standing in front of them. Thank you. I finally found him drawing my last breath. Alright, so he's taken care of, I guess. But yeah, dude, all this shit is fucking hilarious, but it highlights a want for this in the market. You feel me? And that's the market I'm going for, basically. I'm working on my art and stuff. One of my best fucking boys, he's on his way to fucking making awesome shit, so like, he knows I'm right behind him and shit, and fucking, yeah, I'm just excited to see all of it happen, basically. Like, not saying my book's gonna change lives or anything, but, you know, it's gonna scratch an itch for people that specifically want this itch and shit scratched. And basically, you know, one rule for writers is to write what you want to read, and I'm writing what I would want to read. Like, I got plenty of books I plan on reading in the future, for sure. But I'm not, I want to read those books for sure. There's definitely a lot of books I want to read, and I plan on reading. And the reason why I am going to read these books is because I want to absorb and understand how other writers write. Because I mean, honestly, it's been a while since I actually read a book. It's kind of crazy, but like I read a book recently, or I finished a book rather recently, that it was fine. I might have said it on stream before about this book I finished and shit. First of all, why the fuck do I not have my arm out? The author did a great job at describing things. It's just that the book was a nothing burger, and like I felt like nothing happened and shit. Even though like a lot of cool stuff could have happened, and I was waiting for that to happen. And it wasn't a long book. It wasn't an epic fantasy. It was like a YA novel and shit, whatever. But I was like, man, this could have been like something way fucking cooler if we fucking really pulled the trigger and shit. And I'm not shooting at the one author that I read in 10 years and shit. I'm just saying, like, man, like, I feel like, you know, not everything needs to be action, but like, dude, like, fucking Jesus, you know, anything could have made this fucking better, you know. And you guys know how I feel about Eminence of Shadow. fucking, I'm like, dude, this shit could have been way fucking cooler, but we fucking decided to go the safe route and shit. And I feel like that's a lot of shows and books and movies and shit nowadays that people try to absorb and be like, yeah, this is my project. It's like, okay, dude, fucking cook. But at the same time, it's like, dude, this is like, I don't know. My market demographic is very like specific and to a certain taste, basically. I mean, definitely my taste. My tastes are very strange and weird and shit. So I'm not even gonna like deny that specifically. It's definitely more so that I would like more things catered to my taste, but also okay, can I not enter this building because that's where the side quest is? Okay, how am I getting inside this building? It's definitely like I want more things catered to my taste, but I'm just gonna create more things catered to my taste. You feel me? And I feel like that's something that like people are like not doing. People are over here complaining and waiting for these $1 million companies or multi-million-dollar companies to like do this shit for them. And be like, yeah, make these games for us. It's like, dude, why don't you make the fucking games? I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but like, why are you guys waiting for Sony to wake the fuck up or Microsoft to wake the fuck up or even Nintendo to wake the fuck up? Because you know, Nintendo, they take fucking 30 years to wake up from, like, the last console generation and shit. And it's like, dude, fucking Nintendo, you guys could have been had all this shit. You guys just fucking waited 3 fucking decades to do any of it. You feel me? And Microsoft are so fucking awake that they're fucking pissing out their own fans and shit. And fucking Sony is the same as Microsoft, it's fucking stupider, honestly. It better be above this fucking building. So it's like, dude, first of all, we need to start making our own stuff and stop fucking waiting for Marvel, DC, Disney, and shit like that to fucking do it for us and shit. It's like, dude, fucking all those companies suck ass now. So why are we fucking waiting for them to hopefully make the right decision? They're not. They're stupid. So fucking make your own shit. You know. So you guys gonna complain on Twitter about fucking how something's lame now and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's lame. Fucking, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna keep complaining about it and be like, why do they keep making it lame? Why can't they go back to making it cool? It's like, dude, they don't want to go back to making it cool. It's fucking obvious for the last 20 years. It's like, I don't know why it's like not, what's not clicking. But basically what I do is like, dude, fucking, here's an alternative and hopefully you guys fucking like it, basically. And that's why I'm self-publishing it and shit. Because like I said before in the last video, like I'm not gonna publish it. The only reason why I don't want to publish it through a traditional publish is because I don't want anyone to tell me what I can or can't write. And the reason why I'm not getting editors is because I don't want anyone to tell me what I can and can't write. That's the gist of it and shit. If it was any other story, then maybe, but not this one specifically. And probably not a lot of my franchises and ideas, because I have more than just one idea. I'm like a library full of ideas and information that cater specifically to me. But like, it's not gonna be like, oh, fucking, this one is safe enough that I can finally get a publisher. It's like, no, like I'm probably gonna like just fund this all by myself and shit. And that's why I'm doing this YouTube channel, Twitch channel, getting a job, saving money, writing, doing all this shit. Like I'm definitely on grind mode. Like me streaming and playing Tower Fantasy, I love this fucking game because I like the idea of it all and shit. And then as soon as I get off stream, I'm editing videos, you know, I don't really make them super flashy, but I just fucking splice them up, throw them on YouTube, and then get ready for the next day. And then when the videos are editing and uploading, I'm writing the book. You feel me? So like I'm just like, I've been on go for like a while now, and like I'm finally like I'm finally being forced to stop because I had to do other shit basically. So that's what I'm doing and shit. And I hope that people on Twitter and shit are like, yeah, we need to like fucking figure something out and shit. Cause like, they fucked up Stellar Blade. I hope they figure it out and fix it. Cause I personally wanted to buy and play the game. I don't have a PS5. My little brother has a PS5. I don't think he's planning on buying that game. I plan on buying that game just to support Shift Up because I fuck with them. I fuck with Nikkei, but I don't support censorship and I don't support Sony. So I hope they fucking go back on their censorship or release the game to PC and then the game hopefully isn't censored and shit. So that's where we are and shit. You know, this whole fucking thing we're dealing with is because fucking people are so like. I would think about this for a while. Like people are so fucking like stuck on being anti-censorship and shit, and I understand that. It's just that you guys are so hard stuck on this shit. It's like you guys are purposely like not making your lives any better. You know, the same thing happened for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. They changed the dialogue with the Goombas in the very beginning of the game and shit that talked to Goombella and Mario and shit. They changed the dialogue for that, and now people are like, "Oh, we're canceling our pre-orders and shit." It's like because he changed it. It's like, dude. Yeah, I get it. It's just that why are you guys fucking like this like hard strong on it? It's like, is that really like the thing that's gonna fucking break your fucking balls over fucking video games and shit? I don't know. The same thing can be said about Stellar Blade. I'm not getting it because I don't have a PS5, and I'm hoping that they revert their censorship shit. It's just that I don't understand why everybody else is like, I'm definitely not getting it now. I was like, dude, there's still 34 other outfits. I would get it if I had a PS5. I just don't. And I'm waiting for them to revert their changes before I really pull the trigger, because I was gonna get it without the PS5, just for the fuck of it. But now I'm like, alright, wait, let's see if they're stick to their guns and fucking do what the fans say, and then I'll definitely get it. But I'm like, alright, they fucked up a little bit at the finish line, so hopefully either they change or they don't. People still fucking bought the game, and that's good. I think it's good to support the fucking game. It's just that people need to, like, alright, we need to decide, like, we all agree censorship is bad. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to understand when to go like so cock and balls over it and shit. Because I feel like people are going cock and balls over it, and it's not necessary to go full cock and balls over it. I don't know. That's just me though. But that's why I've decided I'm like, first of all, I'm doing anything myself because I don't want to be censored and shit and be told why can't I get right. You feel me? So that's why I'm doing it and shit. You know, Shift Up, hopefully they can figure it out. Hopefully when they get bigger as a company, they can be like, alright, we don't even need to go through Sony to put this game out. We can just put it out ourselves and shit, and then fucking, here's our game. And fucking, we didn't censor it because so no one told us to censor it and shit. And hopefully that's the case in the future for Shift Up. I still want to buy Stellar Blade. Hopefully they changed what they wanted to do. I was going to buy it when I had the cash to. I don't have the cash to blow on it right now. I'm just kind of tight on things, but hopefully in the very near future I will. Alright, let's talk to Piccolo. We'll continue this conversation as soon as we begin the side quest. Great work, we're all done here now. How's your stat design going? This job shouldn't be difficult for you, right? Let's take a look. Takes out the value setting decrements. It looks alright, I guess. Let's hope that nothing's wrong with it. Unfortunately, we have an advanced server that we can use to test the strength of the enemy. If the values aren't reasonable enough, then they can still make appropriate adjustments. Don't worry, leave the rest of the work to us. The ball has already been stored in the portable projector out there. You want to see your work with your own eyes? Go ahead and start it up. Are they gonna make me fight fucking Sweetie? Oh god, there she is. God, she's giant. See, I gave her explosions and shit, so I think that's actually kind of cool. The other one would have been like fucking magical or like some other shit, and it's like, nah, give her explosions. And I think I chose Sweetie because the other options weren't that cool. Like they're like everything else was like everything else and shit. Well, what do you think? This is probably your first time making an enemy in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Was the process as you imagined? Aced it. It's also the first time I've seen a humanoid boss with such a strange shape. Did your inspiration come from what you've seen and heard in Vesperia? I'm getting more and more curious about what kind of place it is exactly. When I have a vacation, I'll definitely have to check it out for myself. Alright, the task is finished. This enemy will be put into our newly developed 8-player co-op game mode as soon as we can. I hope players will like it. Thank you for your hard work. You had a long day too. You've done a great job as a newbie. I hope in the future we'll have the opportunity to work with you again. Let's keep in touch. Do not disturb during breaks. Oh boy, I'll stay in touch. I still have to organize the equipment here. You can go look for Melissa to collect today's conversation. Goodbye. Yeah, fucking. I didn't want to say don't disturb me during breaks, but you know, I think he got the message. I think he got the hint. But yeah, dude. So like I said, the book I'm writing is gonna be edgy. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be made for anime fans by an anime fan, and by that I mean not someone who needs things to be sanitized and fucking changed for their fucking likings. It's gonna have as much fucked up shit as it fucking requires because fucking that's what we're here to fucking read and watch and write and consume. As adults, we shouldn't be fucking told what we can and can't consume and how to consume it and shit. Welcome, how can I help you? Part-time job has completed. Ah, thank you, much appreciated. Hold on a moment while I confirm. Sure, not a problem at all. Every colleague in this part-time job has given you a very high rating. Hoda Studio will continue to have such a part-time opportunities from time to time, so if you're interested, please keep an eye out and stay tuned. Here's a conversation, don't lose it. Wishing you the best of luck on the rest of your journey. Sweet. Hey Baku, welcome back to Hada. I was about to get in touch, and we haven't seen you in a while. There's another job. Yes, the Wanderers loved the enemy design last time. The experience you came up with, they couldn't get enough of it. So our chief designer, you wanted me to get back into work on the next version of the game. You'll be better paid this time, of course. So would you like to help us? Leave me. Awesome. On behalf of Hada Studio, welcome back. The new work has some confidentiality requirements. Strictly speaking, it's not something a part-timer should do. But you did such great work last time that we're going to make an exception and designate you a Hada Studio trainee. We'll get you a Hada Studio staff card a little later. Training, will a new test be necessary? There's no need. Think of it as honorary promotion and ranks for your excellent work. You don't need to apply or anything, so don't worry about that. And there's no real difference between the work trainees and full employees do. The only difference is access. Trainees can only get to certain floors of the building, while full employees have higher access and can go anywhere. Of course, we're hoping to make you a full-on employee, but that would mean full-time work, as you're also a high-cost executor. That's the best we can do for now. I can change jobs. Indeed, as an executor, there are usually many missions to complete. It's a pity that there are few opportunities to have free times like this. As long as you understand, I'm told our chief designer Yu is coming down to meet you. While you two are talking, I can get your stat card ready. I'll let you know when it's finished. Okay. Alright, looks like we're gonna keep working with these guys. It doesn't matter. We're just doing all the side quests anyway, so it's not like fucking it's not like we're in a rush for anything. Hello, Baku. I'm glad you're able to work on games with me here at Hard Studio again. Welcome on behalf of all of us. Thank you, Mr. Yu Yu Hakusho. I'll skip the formalities. You're already training here. That makes you one of us, so let me tell you about your next task. It's kind of similar to last time again. We need you to design an enemy, but the parameters are tougher for this time. We need a boss to be using single-player instances, and you're in charge of everything. The scene, music, combat, the boss experience, the skills and stats, all up to you. Piccolo already took you through the process during your last part-time assignment. This time you'll be the one in charge, and show your wows all over again and come up with an awesome experience for the Wanderers. Leave it to me. Incredible. That's the look that we wanted. Keep this up and you'll be able to handle anything we throw at you. There's one thing to remember. This task and the last one might seem similar, but this time every step you take is going to impact Wanderer's final game experience. Last time you were working on an enemy's appearance and stats. If you got those wrong, it wasn't the end of the world. We still had time to make adjustments, but this time you're in charge of the overall design and any mistake will affect the rest of the process. Fixing that will be troublesome and the outcome will still be flawed, so think carefully about every choice you make. I understand. One other thing. Last time you were designing a boss for 8 Wanderers to tackle together. This time it will be a solo Wanderer going up against the boss alone. So remember to change the boss's stats accordingly. What else is wrong? About the staff and other departments, about player feedback. Jesus Christ, this is a side quest that has fucking trees and shit. You haven't been at Hada Studio long, so you probably don't know the staff is in all different departments. Piccolo told you who to speak to last time, yeah? Don't worry, once you started this task, I'll send people along to point you in the right direction. Feedback on your last task? Everyone loved the look of the enemy you designed. It seemed like you've drawn from your combat experience in Asperia. It sure seems like an interesting place. Now, everyone was happy with the 8 Wanderer online battle, though. Piccolo's doing some head scratching over that right now. If you have time, maybe you can help out. No need to worry about that. Hada Studio won't disappoint you on payday. This is a more complex task than the last one, so you'll be getting paid more. I think you'll be happy. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it for the rest of you. Got something else to do now. I'm sure you'll complete this task easily, Baku. Finish your chat. Your stat card is ready. Your staff cards ready, but remember, as a trainee, you only have access to certain floors. For now, you have access to the third floor. That's the combat testing zone. You'll be able to take the elevator to the correct floor. You can find the elevators back there through the lobby. The one on the left goes to the third floor, and the other odd number floors. Is there anything else you'd like to know about Hada Studio? The working hours here are very flexible. The building is open 24 hours a day. Come anytime during your night and leave whenever you want. What I'm saying is that you don't need to be here at a certain time. In fact, you don't even need to come in at all, as long as your work is done on time. Oh, cool. That's who interviewed you last time, right? As a teacher designer at Hada Studio, he has a say in all major decisions. As you saw, you also interviews potential employees, checking out anyone who wants to join Hada Studio. Actually, he's got a lot of different roles. That's it for another day, though. You'll find out what we need to know. I'm thinking as Flores probably just told me what she just told me. Temporary staff card at Hada Studio. Couldn't read that. Article 1 Employees Studio. Hada Studio must abide by general rules of your area. Employees of Hada Studio must strictly follow code of confidentiality. Under no circumstance shall release hardware, software, documentation, etc. The studio be distributed. Outsiders or unauthorized personnel must not enter the studio. Employees of Hada Studio must follow the general code of conduct. Be considered as supportive and responsible. Under general circumstances, employees of Hada Studio are strictly forbidden from leaving the area. If that requires by missions or special situations, please check in with your department and claim protected gears on floor 4 of the studio. Article 5. Employees of Hada Studio must be multilingual as required by your department. Employees of Hada Studio must take good care of the mascot of the studio, Otter. Studio also encourages employees to bring their pets to work. Employees of... Okay, dude. Do I need to read all this? This is probably important somewhat. Employees of Hada Studio must follow the naming rules and add clear notes and data acquired on missions. Employees of Hada Studio must contact the studio as soon as possible when facing challenges or dangers in life or at work. The studio will do its utmost to protect its employees. No internal work-related conflicts do not apply. Working hours of employees of Hada Studio. Flexible working hours, no fixed time. Employees are free to enter and exit. Okay. Remuneration and benefits of Hada Studio. Besides the monthly salaries, employees are entitled to Hada Studio's hardware and software for free. Okay. 10 more hours of overtime today. Well, when I have to work without Dex, I play the Mammoth. What are you talking about? Alright, are we going to floor 3? What's this all about? Hi, Gia. Hello. You must be the new designer you was talking about, Baku. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Gia, the project manager here at Hada Studio. I make sure all the different departments are progressing as they should. If you have any trouble with cross-departmental coordination, come and speak to me. Your name is obviously you don't know who to speak to. You has asked me to give you a bit of a tour, so follow me. Thank you, Miss Gia. This is a big area. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. There's a combat testing zone on the 3rd floor. Most of our combat gameplay gets tested here once the designs are finalized. The rule there is for monitoring the test. The designers all sit up there and record combat data to make sure the monitors will have a fun time. You said your task is design a boss for a solo instance. That means we should speak to a scene designer about what the test site should look like and so on. You can take the elevator over there to go up to the monitoring area. I'll introduce you to one of the art department's scene designers. Elevator. Modifying power input behind the whiteboard without authorization is prohibited. If modification is necessary, please follow the instructions. Anyone who causes power hours in surveillance area gets combat testing zone mappa duty for a month. Let's get moving on the version of this month. Check your hardware terminal. Dinner party at Muirfield Hall this Sunday. I guess I just touch things. Oh, it's broken before. Test to Piccolo, 8-player co-op, test attempts 82, successes 1, failures 81. Concluded entirely tested by 8-player co-op mode on heroic difficulty. Judging from the results, the difficulty of the boss is balanced, and the battle proceeds smoothly, though the boss stats could be partially adjusted to fit the standard heroic difficulty. Battle codes are required to unlock. Consumption of smelling food at workspace is prohibited. Way. Be gentle on the decompression droid at the door. He still has to continue working after being punished. Anonymous. I need a vacation. Tell me about it, sister. This is Hottest Studio scene designer, Miss Wang. Miss? About the R. She'll tell you about the scene. I'm sure you'll work well together. Oh, you're the newbie? What's your name? Oh yes, Baku. Hello, I'm Miss Wei, the scene designer here at Hotter Studio. As you can see, this is my office. You can find me here if you ever need me. Hello, Miss Wei. Yes, welcome to Hotter Studio. I'm sure we'll have lots of chances to work together. So, this is the studio's combat testing zone. This is where we develop and test combat-related gameplay. I heard you're a high-post executor. I assume you'll be participating in the combat testing. I'm looking forward to watching you fight. Right. It's only a testing zone. The enemies are all holographic projections. They can't do the tests as any real damage. No need to worry about that. Are you the only one here? Yeah, a lot of people work here at the studio. Look at all the equipment we have. There's too much just for me. As far as there's no one else here, well, that's because it's not working hours. Everyone went home already. I still got work to do, so I'm working late. Baku, you have the hottest studio employee handbook, don't you? If you read Article 9, you'll find it says flexible working hours. Miss Wei here already has taken an extra week to complete last month's task, so it's only appropriate that she puts her nose to the grindstone to catch up. But Miss Wei, it seems like you still have some spare time. You're kidding. Last month I was assigned 3 whole scenes to design. How am I meant to finish those in a month? I still haven't had a day off for weeks. How am I meant to fit more work in? Good work. Never mind. This is just how things are. You're new at Hotter Studio, so I guess your workload isn't too heavy. Okay. Back to business. What did you kind of see me for? I need something. You may have to work overtime a little longer. Miss Wei, I was just asked to design a boss for a solo instance. I'm here because I have a request about the scene. Miss Wei. But Mr. You himself assigned this work. Sure thing, newbie. How can I turn down your first request of help? First, let me have a good look at my schedule. 10th of next month. Yes, I'll start work on your request on the 10th, so if you could come back and see me then. Miss Wei, please don't delay our new employee. Yeah, I can't do it. I haven't finished everything for the last release. I haven't even started work on the current release, and now you're turning up again asking me to take on even more work. I can't do it. I simply can't. If I start working on what Baku needs now, I'll have to delay current releases. Sorry, I just want to go home. Is there any other way? Wait, Baku, you're also doing a solo instance boss fight. The scene isn't the most ordinary part of that. We can start with all the other aspects of the design and don't add the scene right ahead of time. And if you need to do any testing, this blank scene will be good enough. Yeah, Baku, what do you say? Yes, we can do that. The priority of solo instance bosses to design the enemy. Mrs. Wei's scene designing can come later. Baku, why don't you get the information design, get the enemy design first? I'll assign Miss Wei the scene designing task. And once she's done with the work from the last release, she can prioritize your request. Wonderful. That's awesome. Thanks. I feel like I can breathe again. Come see me when everything else is finished, and I'll help you with the combat testing. I know it's just an empty scene, but it should be good enough for the purpose. Thank you, Miss Wei. Baku, come this way. We should get ready for the next step. This is like fucking actual game dialogue for a fucking side quest, but. Let them cook. That result is scene design issue. Thank you for your hard work, Baku. You too. You totally deserve it. That's the first time I've seen a new employee get Miss Wei to take on a task so quickly. Normally she puts them off for at least a month. Next, we need to look at the enemy. You went through the entire process last time as a part timer, so I'm sure you know what's required. Piccolo said you're very good at sweet to at communicating your requirements. I'm looking forward to see what you can do. I look at the planner and see what which designers have some free time. Tisk. Looks like you'll be working with the same designer as last time. That should make it easier to work together. So that's Clay, the concept artist, Rio Fang, the special effects, and Suix, and the motion designer. No problem. I met them all before, so I'm sure you'll get the task finished easily. Oh, what coincidence. They're eating in Muirfield Hall right now. Why don't I go speak to them all? It'll save time. How did Miss Yajan know whether they're in Muirfield Hall? You're kidding. As the project manager, it's my time to know. It's my job to know where all the Hoda Studio employees are and what they're doing. Otherwise, you might not be able to complete our task. Okay. And time is money, so please don't take advantage. So please take advantage to get all the issues sorted out at once. Mioria can be hard to travel around, and I'm sure High Cross's executor. I'm sure a High Cross executor doesn't want to waste time looking for people. I'll leave it with you. Meanwhile, I'll sit here with Miss Wei and arrange the found testing. Hope it all goes well. There's a ton of fucking dialogue. Just a fucking fuck ton of dialogue. Like, this isn't even like the main plot of the game. This is like a ton of dialogue, which is fine because it's all, you know, it's all it's side quest shit, which is bonus content, and that's awesome. But it's just a lot of dialogue. I feel like you don't need to have this much dialogue. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even need that much dialogue for side content. It's side content. I don't think you need to have that much dialogue. Not that it should all be simple and not that hard to do, but like it doesn't need to be that fucking in depth. Like we're writing a story on designing a game based on a side quest in this game, which I'm like, all right, cool. This has a lot of stuff going on in the world. It feels lived in and shit, but at the same time, like Jesus Christ, I don't think it needs to be this fucking in depth. But that's just me, and while not being a show though. Yeah, dude. We're looking good. I'm excited for a lot of different things coming up. Okay, I think they're deciding Muirfield Hall. But yeah, I'm definitely like excited for all of it. The book I'm writing, I think is gonna do better than the first book I wrote. Not that the first book I wrote wasn't good, but I think it didn't. It's not that it didn't meet expectations. I think it was just lukewarm reception, and like people were like, yeah, we liked it, but that's about it. Okay, that's fair. So at least people liked it. You know, people weren't like, dude, this is ass. Like, no one likes this. This is dumb. No, people definitely like, nah, like this is like we like the idea. We just need to like sharpen it up and shit. That's what I'm working on now. So that when I do put it out, people are like, this is way fucking better than the first one and shit. And I think that's what matters most to me. And yeah, I got plans for a lot of things coming up. It's all gonna really start happening next year for sure. I'm thinking about starting a new social media. My Twitter, my personal Twitter, I love it, but it's reached a shot because I retweet a lot of things. But I don't care because I just retweet shit, and I'll tweet about when I'm streaming and shit, or like put clips and shit. But my reach in general shot because I retweet a lot, and for some reason, if you retweet a lot or follow a lot of people, your reach is gone. I don't follow a lot of people. I have more followers than following, but I retweet a lot, and fucking because of that, I guess my reach is shot. If I can figure out a way to mass delete a bunch of tweets, then maybe it'll fix itself. Maybe, I don't know though. But I'm thinking about making a new Twitter account for specifically the book I'm writing and that side of my kind of artistic journey and shit, where like my current one's gonna be like, yes, Twitch, you know, all the Japanese girls follow me there, and like everybody else that fucks me follows me there personally. My other one will be specifically for art and writing, and I'll follow only like accounts that I like inspired by. Like I genuinely plan on only following like 15 accounts. It'll be like Oda, Yoshihiro Togashi and shit like that. Like no one like oh some cosplayer. But yeah, like I'm not gonna like on this new account. I'm not gonna follow like cosplayers and thotties and shit. Like no, like this is my basically my personal business account, and my other one's for the thotties and shit. But like this one's like nah, like I'll follow artists that I follow and shit on my main and shit. But all right, like these artists are sick, so I'm gonna follow them. But I'm not gonna like follow like 1,000 people and shit like I do now. But yeah, that'll be I'll establish that in the future. Shit, it's nothing now. I've been brainstorming this shit for a while now, and I really finalized like literally yesterday at the stream. So that's very exciting. All right, Clay, what are you guys doing here? Hey, did you guys hear about the supernatural incident last month? Supernatural incident, the strange that happens in Miori is surprising. Tell me about it, and perhaps it's just a streamer again. Stay calm. You can face anything, so stay calm, Clay. It's no lie. Let me elaborate. Found it. Teachers, I hope you enjoy your vacation. Are all you looking pretty good? Oh, you're Piccolo's new guy, Baku. Good to see you again. How are you doing? The rookie Piccolo brought in. Oh, that guy from the 8 Wanderer online battle. I was wondering why Piccolo had so much free time to stand there and just watch me. I see he had a novice helping him. Hey, newcomer, I'm Hodo Studios motion designer, Suxin. Take good care of me from now on. Baku, I heard we had a new trainee here at Hodo Studio. That must be you. You're making incredible progress. Please take good care of me from now on. Oh, I heard you're mentioning a supernatural incident? Oh, that was me talking. Yeah, Baku, last month was weird. I promise it's the truth. I experienced it myself. One night last month, I've been working late, and I was just about to head to Kunji Noodles for a late meal. I was on the pedestrian bridge. I saw the big screen. You know, the one is the biggest in the area. The one they've been showing Miss Lynn fan videos on started to flicker weirdly. At first, I thought I'd been working. I mean, I thought I'd been hallucinating because it was so late. So I gave myself a slap, hard. And guess what I saw then? You're telling the story, but you want me to guess? Just stop that and tell me now. I looked up at the screen. The Miss Lynn fan video suddenly disappeared. A video what looked like a girl dancing appeared. Then it changed again to a man pointing at the screen and talking. But the clothes they were wearing, the background, all looked like something from another world. They definitely weren't from the very plane. I wanted to get a video so I could prove what I seen. As soon as I held up my terminal, the big screen went black. The Miss Lynn fan video started playing again. The screen is so obvious. If that's true, the whole Miori would be shocked by now. Don't tell me that you're the only one who saw it. Yeah, once everything went back to normal, I asked the passerby if they seen it, but they said they hadn't noticed anything unusual. But I swear, I saw it happen with my own eyes. I think maybe I somehow slipped into a parallel world where they were playing different videos. Even traveling in time now, if you could do that, then you shouldn't be working against you. You should take up a position to high crows. Clay, this story is great. Have you thought about taking on some writing tasks? But you guys don't believe me? Baku, do you believe me? I believe you. Parallel worlds Clay mentioned. I don't know the technology behind it, but according to the use of high source spatial transitions, I believe Clay is right. See, the new guy got more sense. A high cross executor undertaking one of these kind of things than these two. It's a shame I wasn't able to get any proof of what I saw. The video would have gone viral for sure. Clay is starting to get delusional again. Let's just stop it here. But the idea of parallel worlds isn't bad. We can put it to one of our studios games in the future. Teachers, let's get down to business first. This atmosphere, something else right. It feels like just like last time. Sorry, there's no avoiding things. Let's skip all the talk. I know what you're here for. Huh? You knew I was coming to ask for your assistance, but I just received this. How should I put it? An ordinary person wouldn't be able to just find us in a restaurant like this, and it's even someone from the studio. We're probably going to have to do some overtime. I'm pretty used to it by now. It's really difficult. I do need help with creating a stolen instance's boss. Gia told me to come seek your help, so please take good care of me. That's Gia. She knows where we are even now. I'm glad it's something from you. I enjoyed working with you last time. Your combat experience from your work as an executor saves a lot of design time. Before you arrive, people in Miori might not even have known anything about Asperia. Wanderers will love seeing all the enemies you face there in the game once you bring them here to Vera. Indeed, those enemies designed were absolutely novel. Just one look, I knew they would be quite interesting if implemented. So I'm counting you, rookie. Leave it to me. Yeah, no problem. Leave it to me. There's no time to lose. Let's get started. Time is precious. Don't all you have to get back to the studio? I was running there today. It's clearly against you, so why can't we work from anywhere in at any time? It makes sense for Clay because his design's drafts can be completed anywhere, but how do Refang and Suicide work on outside the studio? If I say count, special effects will come naturally. Yes, Baki. Yes, Baki just joined the studio and may not be so well versed with it. Holder Studio isn't just a game studio. We've been working on the cultural and entertainment development in Miura since we were founded. As Miura develops and grows, our studio will be a part of almost everything you do while living in Miura. Take Mirrorfield Hall, for example. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. The terminal used to be a reception at the reception, so our studio's latest product. You can practically telecute from anywhere with the staff part of ours. Of course, the top secret projects can only be completed inside the studio. I see. There's no time to lose. Let's start now. We might even have time for a drink if we were fast. I'll go and talk to the staff of Mirrorfield Hall and ask to borrow the terminal. Bob, come and find me later. I need to come with a draft design so they can start working. They can do some preparation work for now. Okay. I mean, like, I'm not tripping, am I? Like, it's just a lot of dialogue, not for no reason, just a lot of dialogue in general and shit. When like we don't need this much dialogue, especially with the whole fucking alternate reality thing. Like, if that doesn't fucking make a difference to what is gonna happen very soon in this story of the side quest, what was the point of that? Because that was like fucking 5 minutes. You feel me? And then the conversation continued into what we were actually supposed to do, and that was another like fucking few minutes. Jesus Christ. There you are. I got everything ready. We can start whenever you want. I really can't believe that Clay is being so cooperative this time. Times have changed, huh? Last time it was a gourmet meal on the top floor of Mirror Hall, not quite on the same level as the after-work drinks now. Plus, Gia wanted to come. If you send you back and she happens to come here, I guess Mirror Hall won't have a lobby anymore. Miss Gia helped me a lot. She's really amazing. She's certainly tough. You got to break the rules a bit to get a project manager at her age. Anyway, never mind that. You'll figure things out over time, I'm sure. Let's get to work, and I need to get back to the party. Tell me what you need. Alright, my job is to create a sole instance's boss, but I don't have a clear subject yet. If you haven't chosen a subject yet, last time it was the humanoid enemy, wasn't it? Yes. So if it's a humanoid last time, well, why not do a mech enemy to change things up? Let's see what Sphere's mechs look like. Just describe to me as you did before. A mechanical enemy, a monkey that shoots a barrage, a spinning lobster, a centaur that shoots lightning. A monkey that shoots the barrage. I'm trying to remember who the monkey was. We're probably gonna go with the centaur because we know who the centaur was, but I don't remember who the monkey was. Monkey. I don't remember finding a monkey. But that doesn't sound like cool, so we'll go with the centaur. Are you sure this is it? Yes. I will rub you. Let me brief you on that. Or a centaur shooting arrows in bolts of lightning. Like the centaur in the stories. Human on top, horse on the bottom, one of those. How weird. I'll have to go to Spirit and see one for myself. Okay, I think I know what you're looking for. Hang on, I'll be done in a sec. Okay, done. Let's see if this is what you want. It's identical. You're amazing, Clay. You and I work so well together. I only need to draw it once by listening to what you say. We should hang out together too. Okay, I sent Ruling the draft design, so you should speak to him. I'm going for another drink. Come find me if you need any changes. Alright, thank you, Clay. Seriously though, I'm like, bro. None of these guys is Ruling Fang. Where is Ruling Fang? Oh, there he is. A centaur. A centaur. A centaur? Ruling Fang? Got it. Enough talking. I got the picture so I can get to work. Straightforward as always. So I noticed that all these mech enemies you came up with are based on animals, and that's different with the humanoid enemy you designed last time. That had a really weird look, so I was able to design 3 different special effects to choose from. But these animal designs don't have much exaggerated body types, no wonders won't like it. The special effects diverge too much from what they know about the animals. I see. So this time I'm going to use the design you provided and combine it with what the wanderers know about that animal and come up with some special effects. So I looked at the centaur. It's a centaur, right? Anyways, I looked at it and thought, specters. Because centaurs don't exist and specters don't exist either. So the two will work well together and that'll make it all more memorable. A ghostly centaur? Should I let him cook? Should I let him cook? A spectral centaur. Should I let him cook? That is the question. I think I'll let him cook. I think I'll let him cook. I think I'll let him cook. You youngsters sure are smart. Why don't you go and talk about the modeling with Six, and I'll send the special effects when I'm done. I won't keep you waiting long. Thank you, Master. Please leave if you don't need anything else. Come see me if you want something modified. Okay. Why are you staying behind the desk, Vixen? Oh, you're here. I'm almost ready on my end. Based on descriptions of your design drafts, it was designed based on enemies in Asperia, right? Yes. As back to the Executor High Crows, you have abundant experience in combat. Since this enemy created based on your own experiences in battle, please describe the original skills and movements that the enemy had. Making modifications of the original model as the base can greatly improve work efficiency. Okay. And subscribing. Sure, I'll keep that in mind. Ding dong. Terminal rings. Oh, Ringfinger is done with the special effects. He's always fast. Let's still have a look. These special effects, they look awesome. It's Spectre the theme. I think it goes very well with the Centaur enemy. Since the special effects are done, we should hurry up too. I've committed the information you provided to memory, so I'll start immediately. If we create it with just what we have right now, it'll be no different than copying it into our game. We must complete some modifications to make it more interesting. I see. Modifying enemies' skills and movements will create new skills is a commonly used technique in game production. Don't feel bad about it. Based on your provided information, these skills have room to be improved. Take a look and see which ones we should change. Let me think. I want all homing arrows, specters walking, charging phantoms. Do all of them. It's a big workload, but not impossible. I sure be careful not to tackle too high of a difficulty. This is it. I want it all. Haha, we really work well together. It's fine. Losing in battle to gain an understanding of enemy skills and mechanics is part of the game. I need some time before I can start. You can get on with others' work. I'll send it directly to G.I. John once it's done. We'll be having a little party here. Come get us if anything needs further modifications. Alright, thanks, Swixen. Good luck with yours, too. Yeah, it is a lot of stuff going on here. Wow, what's up, guys? Are we showing off our bikes? I can't see my vehicle here? What the hell? What do you mean? Why can't I use my fucking vehicle? Oh, here it is. Alright. Yeah, dude, come on. Why is it so hard for me to fucking drive up a fucking this lip? See, I got my hot pink bike too. You guys have all these little scooter wagons. Her bike is blue, my bike is pink. Cause I'm awesome like that. And I'm on my way to 100%ing the map. Are you guys' maps 100%ed? Cause I swear to God, if they're not 100%ed, then we're gonna have problems. Alright, let's go back to Hada Studio. This is a very fascinating look into like what game development is like. People are like, "Oh, we gotta work together. We gotta work hard." It's like, all right. When I get to this point in my life, my plan is to This is the Department of Science and Technology, right? It was a Clover Oasis, wasn't it? It was a Clover Oasis. When I get this part of my life, I want to be like I'm gonna be such a chill fucking boss dude slash manager slash teammate slash crew member. Like, I'm not gonna work people to death. My goal is to have it like this. It should be like, yo, fucking, work on your own time, take breaks on your own time, rest on your own time, just get the thing done by the deadline. And I feel like that is such a smart way to treat people and shit, because people will be more motivated to do a good job if they're allowed to fucking sleep proper times and shit. You know, people can be like, all right, yeah, I did 7 sleepless nights in a row to fucking crunch out this game. Here's this NPC with a horrific message in the game because my fucking boss pissed me off and shit. Basically, he's like, alright, we don't want that. So, dude, literally, like, fucking wake up when you feel like it, sleep in as long as you feel like it, take a day off as long as you feel like it. As long as the game is done by the deadline, or the project is done by the deadline, that is such a fair and reasonable thing to me. You know, and like if I ever own an office space and shit, I'll bring like fucking like donuts and shit in the morning. I'll bring fucking pizza and shit. Be like, alright guys, fucking eat food and shit. Damn it, like who gives a fuck? Like, dude, like motherfuckers act like this is like impossible to do. Okay, I gotta go up another floor. Motherfuckers act like this is impossible to do. Like, no, dude, like it's possible to treat your fucking teammates right and shit. It's not hard. You know? Since everything was smoothly, you certainly knows how to choose designers. I got the design and other materials with Emmy. You've been working hard, Baku. They're very helpful. I'm amazed those 3 worked so well together. But usually, you gotta find any reasons to delay, even for us long-term employees. It's a real pain. You've done well to be able to explain what you need and get them to do it, Baku. I will let any design into a combat testing zone. Next, you need to work on his combat stats. If I remember correctly, Tiani helped you with that last time. Will you get her to do the same this time? I can do it myself too. Stats are a crucial part of Wanderer's combat experience. Any problems that will have major impacts on the outcome of the project, not to mention Wanderer's enjoyment. Everything's gone very smoothly for you so far, but you're new here. And designing a complete combat experience for Wanderers and stuff, you need a professional stat design to help you out. Never forget, it's best to let specialists do what they're good at. Hang on, I'll see if Tiani is just now. Miss you, Gia. Man, that's how you found it. You won't exactly heat so quickly. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that. These are hottest studio matters, and you're new here, but if you keep making progress and rise within the organization, everything will become clear. Found Tiana. She is taking a break on the roof of the Department of Science and Technology. That's high up. I'll let Tiani know. She'll wait for you on the roof of the Department of Science and Technology. I'll stay here and organize file testing. You and Tiani can decide on the stats of the project. Remember, the numbers you choose will determine how difficult the file test is, so be careful. Good luck. You know, these kinds of side quests are not fun when I need to run back and forth to a lot of different areas to find fucking NPCs, and then run back and forth to a lot of different areas to find NPCs. And then fucking, it just keeps on going, basically. Because, like, I literally said I could do it myself, and they said, you need to find somebody anyways. And, like, dude, it's not that serious, okay? It's not that serious. Even as someone who has never developed a video game in my life before, if my homie who's on his way to doing that right now asks me, hey, what do you think about this idea? I could tell him if it's a dumb idea or not, and he'll probably agree with me based on the fact that we have similar tastes in games and anime and shit like that. It's like, dude, like, if an idea is dumb, an idea is dumb. Like, there's no, like, you know, shame in that, you know? It's not like fucking, it's not a bad thing. If an idea is dumb, an idea is dumb. You can always rework on it and shit. So if someone asks me, hey Baku, how much damage per second should this boss do in a solo instance? And I give them a fucking number, they shouldn't be like, well, you're not a stat designer, so you shouldn't even have a say in it. It's like, dude, I fucking play video games. If a fucking monster does too much fucking damage to me, dude, at a certain level of the game, in a certain difficulty of the game, there's gonna be a problem with everybody who has to deal with this in the future. feel me? It's not about knowing what the fuck you're doing. It's about knowing how to make a good game. You know? So like, do you feel me? It's like, dude, like, there shouldn't be, there shouldn't be like, oh, you don't have experience in the matter, so how can you talk about it? Like, dude, I have experience in the matter because I literally fucking play video games all the time. I think I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you hear, that's a tough task you got, Baku. Thank you for your hard work. I came here to ask you to work out the value of new design enemy. Yeah, no problem. G&G design got me up to date. I gotta say, you're impressive. Completing enemy design by yourself was the first task after joining up. I didn't know anyone who could do that. You're too kind. Huh, okay, well, let's get to work. Show me the designs. Takes out the design. Wow, what a unique look. I love the animal-inspired mech approach. That's so cool. The special effects are awesome. The monitors will love it as long as you get the numbers right. Let's get to work. I might repeat some things I said last time, but that's because it's being re-emphasized. Where this is being used isn't the only thing we have to consider when deciding on the numbers. We must consider the monitor's experience of combat too. If we don't consider everything well, or if the numbers are too high, it will negatively affect the monitor's experience in battle. We must avoid that at all costs. You gotta remember that in case you ever do the solo. Also, GIGL was very clear about this. There'll be a final testing stage for this task. Let's start on HP first. The higher the enemy's HP, the longer the monitor's have to fight. Usually we adjust it based on the monitor's attack strength, so just make sure it's an enjoyable fight. Let's say the monitor has an attack of 100. How high do you think the enemy's HP should be? For a solo fight? Definitely not that, but you know, I'm stuck in between these. It'll be a long fight if it's this. I don't think it'll be too short if it's this. It'll be more movie friendly. Okay, that's what she thinks. Next we'll decide how strong the enemy's attack is. Higher attack value makes fight tough for the monitor. We'll usually adjust the boss fight attack values according to the monitor's HP to make sure it's a miserable fight. Let's say the monitor has HP of 10,000. How high do you think the enemy's attack should be? 75 should be fair. Scalability, not bad. Okay, now we need to set a weak point enemy stats. Bosses usually have a certain weak point, which the monitor can take advantage of when attacking with a counter strat. What do you think we should speech for this enemy? Physical stat, flame, frost, bolt. It's a ghost type centaur that's supposed to shoot lightning, right? Let's go with physical. Sure, no problem. That's it. Everything has been set. Don't we have to work out the shield this time? Don't worry about the shield. We'll generate that automatically in the final combat testing stage. Unless I'm mistaken, the tester for that process will be you. I'll send the numbers to GIG shortly. You should be able to start the combat testing soon. You might want to do some prep. Imagine how embarrassing it will be being by a component you design yourself. I'm strong. I know I can do it, but remember, all those numbers we came up with were based on theoretical monitor. When you enter combat, we adjusted to account for your own abilities, so watch out. Hope all goes well, and if you run into any problems, come and see me. So, am I designing a monster I'm actually gonna fight right now? I think that actually be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna fight, what's his name? I think his name is Centaur, literally. But, I think I'm actually, like, changing up his stats a little bit to actually, like, kind of fight him for real, basically. I gave him lower health because it is a solo fight, and I wasn't sure if having that much health would be fair. I gave him medium attack so he could still be challenging. And then, I gave him medium strength so he can still be challenging, but I don't want his health to be too high because it is a solo fight, and I understand, like, yeah, like he shouldn't die quickly, but he shouldn't die too fast either. But I think the jump between 24,000 and 45,000 is a little bit much for a solo fight. Normally, I would have went with like maybe either the 40,000 or 30,000, but there wasn't a good in between for that, and I was at 145,000. That'd be too much. Third floor, please. I am getting hungry, and my mom said dinner is ready. I think I ain't gonna fuck with that actually and take a break real soon. After we do maybe a couple more things. I am definitely hungry. So perhaps we'll Kuyan. When the boss gets to the private room, it's properly soundproof too. You can't hear anything from the outside. Oh yeah?